of mystery and horror and terror of the many stars and people that you know. And it was awful. It was awful. And only now I know the horrible truth of everyone. My name is Miss Ippi. And today's story is going to be about Miley Cyrus. It was awful. It was awful. Miley Cyrus became famous back in 2001 when she started with little bits and shorts and big fish and stuff like that through her daddy. Now, later on, she became famous by having her own show called Miley Cyrus. So, Hannah Montana. My old mind doesn't work like it used to. So, as Miley Cyrus acting as Hannah Montana, she became
famous.
No! She became a singer. You know, she started recording her own albums, and you know, her story. Song. What was that?
Best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. There you go. So the best of both worlds. Now back then, and comparing back then and now, she actually is having the best of both worlds. She already had the best of the good world. Now she's having the best of the bad world, which is making her look bad. What can you do? Anyways, so she became very popular back then, and still even more popular now, but becoming a horrible influence with the young youth of America, unfortunately. Anyways, so there's an interesting story that none of you know. It was awful. It was awful. The story of the VMA Awards, the before show. Anyways, so before the show of the VMA or whatever the name it was, she drank a Red Bull. It's just the night before she went out partying, and she drank a lot, so she came home.
Drunk!
No! She came home late, so she couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. Anyway, so the next day, she had to perform, so she didn't know what to do. She completely forgot because she was a little bit hungover. So, of course, when you're hungover, you can't remember much. So, one of her friends gave her a Red Bull, and everybody kept telling her, well, you were out drinking last night, so you shouldn't be making an ass of yourself. So, the Red Bull heard that. So she drank the Red Bull, and as always, Red Bull gives you wings. Her wings started to grow, but not on her back. It was time for her to go on, so she kept walking all weird because her wings were going on her butt. Of course, the Red Bull confused her butt with her back. You know, so as you've seen in the picture, her butt was like really squished. It looked like one of the sausage meats that you see at the deli. You know, it's all hanging out, and it was really awful. Anyway, so that's why she kept walking all weird, because the wings started to grow, and she tried, you know, she was
twerking!
No! She was trying to flap her wings to get out of there because she couldn't remember her performance, what she had to do. So that guy in the striped shirt went right behind her and started to
hump her!
No! He started to cover her butt because he could see something flapping out. And she kept going to that because she tried to flap out, but she couldn't take off her shorts because she was wearing no underwear that day. Luckily for her, she wasn't on her period because it was white. Anyways, so after seeing what's going on, she said she wasn't gonna smoke drugs, but guess what? She did. And she became
a stoner.
No! She became stupid because she made herself look like a fool. She said in an interview, oh, drugs are not for me. Drugs are for idiots. Well, honey, you became an idiot. I'm sorry. You became an idiot. Anyways, so, after seeing everything that happened, Mr. Billy Ray Cyrus saw everything that was going on in Miley's life, and he regretted everything that he used to do. There's a song. There's actually a song they sang in Hannah Montana that says, I want my money back. That song. He revised it earlier this year, realizing how horrible Miley was becoming. So he made it into, I want my money back. She became a horrible tramp, swinging naked on a wrecking ball, smoking weed and made a whore. So yeah, it became horrible. And Mr. Cyrus is totally regretting of what Miley became out to be. Anyways, So that was the story of the BMA Awards with Miley Cyrus. It was awful. It was awful. I have to go. It's because, you know, Miley was, yeah, son. Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus wanted to have a son after he saw everything that was going on with Miley. So he could have,
A dog.
No, he could have a second child to become a son. You know, a son of, son of a gun. I have to go. I have to make a party for the boogeyman so he gave me money so I can pay the rent of the Oregon. I'm leaving. It was good meeting you all, guys. I hope to see you back soon. I am Miss Ippi.